The shouting of Muslims and the Quranic verses through the streets of Chicago, and they denied Christians, us, for the last 3 months that we tried to secure a permit. So this is crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. All right, Brandon, let me go to you before I pick back up on the story here. You know, this is Chicago, and I got to tell you, I'm concerned about your part of the Metroplex here in DFW, that this exact thing will happen there.
Yeah, I mean, Gene, we know this. This is a spiritual battle that's going on between light and darkness, and the enemy always overplays his hand. One of the principles I've learned in spiritual warfare over the years is that when something begins to come into the light out of the darkness in the enemy's camp, it's because God is exposing it, and when he exposes it, he's ready to deal with it. I just want to say this. This is happening in Chicago. This is happening in Dallas and all around Texas and America because God is getting ready to deal with this spirit of Islam. And I want to say this thing is fueled by two things. First of all, the Islamic spirit is the same prince of Persia that I believe was in Daniel chapter 7, that Daniel withstood for 21 days, but also it's a religious spirit. And the root in America right now that's keeping revival back in the Third Great Awakening is a religious spirit that came in through El Paso, Texas in 1598 through Don Juan de Oñate. 9 years before Robert Hunt planted the cross at Cape Henry, Virginia, they held a really demonic religious ritual to open up our land to a religious spirit. And God has us going into El Paso in September on Yom Kippur to blow shofars from the Franklin Mountains over the United States to shut that demonic portal down and to call for true revival to come to the church and to the nation. And until the church begins to take their authority in prayer and make decrees and declarations, we're going to continue to see more and more demonstrations like Sean is seeing in Chicago.